Hello traders, this is Greatness speaking. Welcome to the channel once again. In today's video, I'll be showing to you how to calculate how much you lost per position trading synthetic indices. In case you don't know synthetic indices, if you must have heard or must have come across the broker binary, which is now known as derivatives. They offer these pairs, these decentralized pairs, synthetic indices. Some examples of synthetic indices are the boom and crash, volatility 75, volatility 25 index, step index, V10, so on and so forth. So in a previous video, I showed to you how to know the exact amount you lost per position trading currencies, which is popularly known as forex. Now, you see, I've been getting requests, and even in the comment section last week when I made the first video on forex, I got a question on how to calculate for synthetic indices. Most people trade synthetic indices, so for that reason I'll be showing to you now how to do that. Now, one thing I wouldn't show to you is how to calculate your pips. This video wouldn't contain that. I don't want this video to be up to 10 minutes. So you have to learn to calculate pips. Check through the channel. You must have seen a place where I talked about that. Or if you are privileged to use trading platform like TradingView, there is TradingView for binary or derive, which is tradingview.binary.com, and there's also for forex. Now, using the position tool on TradingView, it helps you to get your stop loss in pips. Using the position tool, you know how many percentage you're risking, and using I think it's called bar tools, range of bar tools, is the exact amount of pips you'll be risking. I'm not on PC right now, and time will permit for me to show you that here. So please, you can kindly use TradingView to make it easier for you to get pips, or if you are good at calculating pips manually using your MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5, that's also nice. So for today's video, we'll be making use of a platform known as moneydownloaders.com. moneydownloaders.com. Now we're going to open the website. There is no specific, there are apps actually, but there's no good enough app for it yet. Now in this website, you can calculate both for forex. There's forex calculator here and there's synthetic calculator. You just click on this area here and you see tools. Under tools, you can see synthetic position size calculator. Then you can see forex size calculator. We talked about forex already last week using the calculator we downloaded from Play Store, which is owned by my forex book. Now we'll click on this synthetic, this first one, to load and open. Now the first thing here, like I taught last week, which is very simple, what's your account balance? For example, let's take $500 for example. Now, how many percentage do you wish to risk? I taught you the last time that you should risk maximum 1 to 2% and a total of 10%, which means if you're risking 2%, 5 position in total. If you're risking 1%, 10 position in total. So let's say we are risking 2% of $500, which is it's supposed to be $20, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, sorry, $10. Now, maybe you have gotten your pips in stop loss. Let's say our stop loss is 11 pips. And which synthetic index do you want to trade? You can see boom 1000, boom 500, crash 1000, crash 500, range break 100, range break 200, so on and so forth, down to volatility 75, 1S, 51S, so on and so forth. So let's take step index for example. Now you click on calculate. Now it's asking me to take a total of now like I said before, 2% of $500 is $10. Now this is total risk I'm taking, which is $10. Then the loss size that was recommended for me is 0.09. Now let's say our stop loss pips is just 5 pips. Calculate. Now you see the loss size they recommend for me. I will still lose the same $10, risking 2%, which is $0.2 loss size. Now if we have higher pips, let's say 15 pips stop loss, now 0.06 was recommended for me, still taking the same amount of risk, which is $10. So let's say our capital, or let's say we are risking 5% of our account. If 2% is $10, 4% is $20, 5% is what? $50. No, 5% should be $45 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it should be 45. So let's say our stop loss is 10 pips and we are still trading step to this. Calculate. Oh, I said 45. I mistake. $25 is 5%. I was calculating for, I think, $1,000 if I'm not mistaken. So 5% of $500 is $25. So that's what we got here. Let's say our stop loss is now 15 pips. Calculate. You see the loss size that was recommended for us. When it was 10 pips, what loss size was recommended? 0.25. Now we have 15 pip stop loss, 0.16, still risking the same amount. Now let's, for the last example, let's increase our capital to $1,000. You can use lower or you can use $100. Let's say here is 10 pips. Let's calculate. You see the loss size that was given to me for $100. So let's use $1,000. Let's reduce our risk to 2% risk. Stop loss 10 pips, but this time we are trading V100. Calculate. You see, 2 standard lot was recommended for me, risking 2% of $1,000, which is $20. Now if our stop loss increased to 20 pips, let's see the loss size that will be recommended, 1 standard lot. You get. So let's change to V10, which is less volatile. Let's say we are risking the same amount. Calculate. 1 standard lot was recommended. Let's reduce our risk to 10%. Sorry, stop loss to 10 pips. So let's say crash. Okay, let's do boom 500. Calculate. Okay, let's risk, let's say 3% of our account. Stop loss this time is 11 pips. And calculate for us. Now 2.7 standard lot was recommended. 3% of the account is $30. If it's 1% of the account, which is $10, you see the loss size that was recommended, 0.9. If we are risking 5% of the account, can you see what was recommended? So this is the one I use. There are other ones out there, but this one is the one I use because it has both forex calculator here as well. You see it, you see choose your pair, just the way you were taught last week. So you can do both in one place. Let's say you are trading Euro USD, account balance $8,000, 2% risk, which is $20, stop loss, let's say 13 pips. Now calculate. You see the loss size that was recommended, so on and so forth. So this is it for now. I think that should be all for now. In our next video, we'll be talking more. We'll be going more into the chart. I might likely make another video showing you how to set alert in case you are not in the chart. You receive a notification to go to the chart and take trades. But if I don't do that right now, or maybe if I don't do that, which I would likely do, but if I don't do it on time, our next video will be more on the chart. I will be diving into the chart, showing you some certain things in the chart. We analyze together, prepare for the week, and take trades together. I think that will be all for now. Have a wonderful week ahead, and God bless you. Take care.